I just know my creepy neighbor who mows his lawn 600 times a day. It's just... Jesus. I know he's just standing in his kitchen, staring at me as I do this. Another short dress with a really long title. This is the Treasure Box Blue Maid Dress, Lolita Maid cosplay costume. And of course, you wear a blue dress, a white apron, giant bow, and optional stripy socks. You're automatically gonna think of Alice in Wonderland, which is what I want. I mean, who doesn't know who I am, even though it's not exactly like a movie. I wanted one that wasn't exact to any certain movie or book depiction. The apron is probably the most difficult thing you have to put on. I mean, once you figure it out, it's no big deal, but you literally have to get it all tied around your hands and your arms just right, slip it over your head, and then you're fine. It's kind of a mess. Let's try to put this thing on. Oh god. Very delicately. Gently. Gently. Woo. My hair is just more and more sideways as we go. So something I recommend for this dress is, because the zipper is so tiny and it has to go all the way up your back, is that you get yourself a ribbon or a piece of string to help you zip and unzip. Makes it so much easier if you don't have an extra pair of hands. This is the blue underdress. As you can see, it's very fitted. The material does not give at all. So if you have any amount of boobage, if you have a B cup or bigger, you might be a little uncomfortable, especially if you get too small of a size, obviously. I didn't have this problem. It fits me pretty good. There's no extra fabric just bulging anywhere. You can see the darting on the sides. Doesn't stick up, it doesn't point weird. I have a tank top under mine just because I didn't want anything to be see-through, which it really isn't. I just like to wear a tank top under it in case. Now we gotta try to get on that apron. Not looking forward to it with this hair. Step 1, get it going the right way. Step 2, try to get inside. Oh god. Okay. Under, through. Make sure they're crossed the right way. Just hope for the best. Ugh. Oh, that was an ordeal. It's all for the cute. Do it for cute. Do it for cute, come on. My hair keeps getting stuck in it. I think I got it. I win, apron. I win. But you got my hair. You've got my Okay. I did it. I didn't lose any fingers. It's a good day. Oh. Where's my bow? Where's my bow? Put down the bloomers. Pull up the petticoat. Being cute is hard. I knew being a tomboy was so much better. Not cute yet. All my fluff going the same way. Yes, it's as gross as it sounds. Ugh. So poofy. It just will not stop. Fluff it. Fluff it and luff it. Fluff it and luff it. I'm not gonna lie, no matter how much boob you have, this makes you have even less boob. So get used to not having boob. The apron straps crisscross in the back. and tie. I'm not gonna lie, it's really hard to get this thing on. Sorry, my apron was tucked in funny. To fix it. The dress is very simple. This is all connected. There's no buttons, nothing weird. The only real detail it has is the lace along the bottom. It's very cute, very soft. I love this dress. It showed up literally days after I bought it. It fits really well, even though technically it's a size bigger than what I ordered, which is a good thing because even though Amazon says it fits as expected, everybody says it's too small. So I recommend buy a bigger size. Now I'm not 100% sure what it's made out of. If I had to guess, I'd say it was probably a polyester, and it doesn't give at all. So when you order it, you have to be very specific about your measurements because the material does not stretch at all. At all. There is no give. You're able to move around really good, but it doesn't stretch. So you have to be careful about like hulking out the back. If you order this dress, I'm telling you right now, it is short. It is literally to the bottom of my butt. If I wasn't wearing something under it, I would be in trouble. Because this dress is so short, I definitely recommend that you wear a pair of shorts, or like I do, I wear a pair of bloomers underneath, which are basically shorts, just more like costumey, a little ruffly, mine are kind of wrinkled. I bought these on Amazon too, I'll leave a link. But I definitely recommend a petticoat also, just because it does give the skirt a lot more movement, makes it a lot more fun, and since Lolita pretty much means you're supposed to be adorable and childlike and cute, that's more of an excuse to have super poofy butt. And I love that. This is the skirt without the petticoat. It's still pretty cute. I mean, if you don't want to have your butt hanging out all the way out. I really like the Lolita look of having it be super poofy, extra bouncy. It just makes it move so much better. I think it's more fun with the big skirt, extra layers. Everybody just looks right at it. They don't miss you when you're this wide. You get to walk like Honey Boo Boo. Cupcake, cupcake, cupcake. Is he looking at me? Oh my god, what are you doing? Ignore my hair right now. The material is really nice. It's not thick, but you can't see through it. It doesn't have any funny noises. I know that was the thing in the other one. It doesn't make that weird noise. Okay, so when you order this dress, you have the option of buying it with or without the socks. The socks, they're nothing special. Mine are covered in hair. They're really soft. They're really nice. They're just basically the most generic black and white striped socks you can get. But with this, it sends them right with the dress, which I recommend because I like high socks. They look good with the dress. You wear them with the dress, everybody knows who you are. The bow is really nice. I mean, the bow is just a basic headband with a bow. That's all it is. You can move it from side to side if you want to. It stays on really nice because I'm wearing a wig. Otherwise, I think it would be too big for my head, but I have a baby head, so. The price is somewhere around $15 to $20, which is really good for what you get. I mean, it's not a cheap material. It's not like the really cheap ones you'd buy in a store in a bag. I think this is definitely worth the price, whether you go with the socks or not. This outfit worked really good for when my niece was wearing it. She's 10. She's about a head shorter than I am, so the dress came to about her knees. It looked really, really good on her. Obviously, it was a little bit big because it's not made for somebody who's, you know, so straight up and down. The apron was a little big, but the petticoat, and I put a pair of bloomers on her. She wore a petticoat under it. It was adorable. Literally stole the show with her dressed as Alice in this costume. Proud moment in anti-cosplay history. When I ordered this, it said it was going to take a couple of weeks to get here. It only took a week, which is pretty good if you need a costume just real quick. From what I've read, the return policy is really good. Like most places, it's really not a big deal. So anyway, this is my Alice in Wonderland costume. Now I'm going to move on to a more what I didn't expect kind of story. That's attractive. This next dress that I'm wearing is kind of a more disappointing story. Something that wasn't exactly what I expected it would be. So I thought I'd just put it on the end here. So I'm not going to leave a link for this one just because I do feel like my case was just a fluke. What I originally wanted was a white dress like what Natsuki wears in Summer Wars, which is just, here we go, which is just a simple white dress with a little ruffle at the top, kind of that stretchy bust area, and then just a straight skirt all the way down from the bust. I managed to find one that was pretty close on Amazon. It was pretty much exactly what I was looking for. All the reviews were really good. All the pictures that people posted were perfect. It was pretty much just what I wanted for mine. And when mine got here, it just, the quality was awful. I originally ordered a medium because I didn't want it to be too tight. I wanted to wear it during the summer so that it would be nice and comfortable. But they actually sent me a large, which wasn't so bad. I could live with a large. It just, obviously being not a large person, it didn't fit my body type the way I wanted, which having all this extra fabric on you during summer is not what you want. So I have a scar. It's right there. Okay. The first problem I had with it is that it is really, really sheer, which, to be honest, I wasn't surprised. A lot of people said that in the description. I figured I could just wear something thin under it, like I'm wearing a tank top, I'm wearing shorts under it. Otherwise, it is very, very see-through, which it's a shame because it is really nice material. It's super soft. Another thing that bugged me is there wasn't a ruffle across the top, which in the pictures it was kind of hard to see whether it was or wasn't. I figured it didn't really matter if there was a ruffle, but on this I just really don't like the way it looks. It just looks so cut. Like it's just unfinished. It's just really, really straight. It's not cute. It's not cute. Now I could live with it being a little bit too big, but there's just a lot of things that are wrong with it. Like all of these strings that are just hanging off every single end of this, which is an easy fix, I guess. You can just cut those off, but I expected it to be done before they sent it to me, you know? Another thing that I noticed right away, right as it came out of the bag, was this weird, like, bulge in the fabric. And when I originally tried it on, I put it on, and I thought that that was the front, like somebody tried it on before me, and it got, like, stuck in their bra, and they picked it out, and it was just permanently bulged like that. Not what you want to buy. It's like, well, now I can't look cute with a giant bulge. Another thing that really bugged me is that the bottom is just sewn together so poorly. That's where it's sewed together, and then there's that little strip of extra stitching. So the skirt is really long. Here's my knee. Here's the bottom of the dress. I'm about 5'3", which I don't consider this too long. There's 2 layers of the skirt, and they're just not straight. Both layers, 1 and 2, But on this side, you can only see the top layer. And I know it's maybe just a really small nitpick, but to me, it was just not what I expected. See, this is a dress that I actually found at Goodwill. It's the exact style that I actually was looking for. See, it has a ruffle at the top, the buttons or whatever, but it's the same style, just has a ruffle at the bottom. This one's just really, really short, so that when I saw this one was a little longer, I thought it was cool. I thought it would work out really nice for summer, but it's just, I know there's so many things wrong with it. I was just really, really disappointed with it. I feel really bad about the review I wrote because I was actually kind of harsh about it. I was so mad. I was so excited for this dress, and it was just awful in every way. When I asked for a refund, they emailed back saying they wanted pictures of everything that was wrong just so that they could improve their quality and pretty much learn from my bad review of what they can do better in the future. They did everything they could to make my refund very smoothed over so that I didn't feel mad in the end that they just said, okay, here's your money. It actually felt like they cared, you know, that they took it personally, which I didn't want to upset anybody, but at the same time they need to know it was wrong. You need to fix it. But because there were so many other good reviews, I feel like maybe it's just because mine was a bigger size that it wasn't good, which is kind of sad. You'd think it wouldn't matter what size it is, but like I said, I think it was just a fluke. When I said I wanted to return it, they actually said that I could keep the dress because by the time I would have paid to ship it back, it would have cost more in shipping than the dress cost. I got to keep the dress, but it's like I don't know what I'm going to use it for. With all the problems this dress has, it's like it's only really good for either wearing as pajamas or like under a different dress that's about as long as this, just like as a slip, which it could happen. I decided not to throw it away just in case it could be useful to something like that. My sailor costume, my Alice in Wonderland costume, they both looked exactly like they did in the picture. They both fit really good on my body type. This is a really comfortable dress. I really like the material. It was pretty much exactly what I wanted. It's just not put together very well. I'm gonna leave a link for my sailor suit and my Alice in Wonderland costume in the description, along with the bloomers I was wearing and my white petticoat in case you're interested, so that if it's something you want, you can order exactly what I have. And I guess that's kind of why I wanted to do this video. It's like, do I need this costume? Is it gonna be good? When you order things online, you don't really know if it's going to be good or not. It's like, well, you just have to go by a picture and a description and maybe a couple reviews, most of which just totally clash. Somebody will be super happy, say it fits perfectly, it's beautiful. Other people will say it's cheaply made, that it doesn't fit at all like they say. It really just depends on what it is. Maybe I'll do a quick little thing about the wig I'm wearing. I did buy this on Amazon also. They actually don't have this color, which is a very vibrant purple. And if you can see closely, it's not all one flat color. There's some black in there, there's some light purple, some dark purple, which I really like. For like cosplaying and stuff, you're supposed to look like a cartoon character, but if it's all just one flat color, it just looks really cartoony. They do have a black version and a red and black version, just as good, just not Murasaki purple. It's actually a really sad wig right now. For a lady, I don't own any hair care accessories except a blow dryer, which you obviously wouldn't use for a wig unless you love torture. But it's heat resistant up to a certain number of degrees, blah blah blah. You can recurl it. I just brush it with a wig brush and hope for the best at this point because I don't own a curling iron or a flat iron or anything I can do to fix it, but For my videos, I just put it on my head to make it not look like I have a baby head. Does it work? I don't know. It's really soft, really easy to wear. It adjusts in the back, all that jazz. The bangs are super long on me, so I just pin them back. Try to do that like pin-up look. I don't know. It's awful right now. I know it is, but if you're wondering where I got it, I might just put it there to save myself some questions. There's 3 costumes that I bought on Amazon. What I thought about them, what's good, what's bad. I recommend definitely the first 2. I definitely recommend the sailor suit and the Alice in Wonderland suit. Like always, be very careful about your sizing. That's pretty much the only issue. Otherwise, they're very well made. They're easy to clean. No problems there. Anyway, I'm starting to lose my voice, so I guess I'll call it a day. My name is Murasaki Genie. If you like what you see, you know where to find me.